Next weekend, to start with, we got the return of Adrien Broner on Showtime. He's going to be taking on a guy named Jovanie Santiago. And I'm interested to see what Broner does in this fight, because I have very mixed feelings about him, like a lot of people. Like, he's a very skilled guy. You know, when he was super young, he had like somewhat phenom quality to him. Great hand speed, like pretty decent punching power. Got the reflexes, like he's got all the stuff. But then the intangible shit, like the stuff I was talking about with Comey, he lacks a lot of that. Like, he doesn't read situations that well. I don't think he doesn't, especially at the top level. He doesn't make adjustments real well. And I'm interested to see, it's like at this point he's 33, 4-1. So he's had, you could basically say he's had 5-second chances at this point. And so I think he's one of those guys like a Victor Ortiz type, where he's at a point in his career, early 30s, could still make something happen, but has been through some shit in his career and has not fought in 2 years. So I think when I'm looking at him making a comeback, it's like, what are you going to do with this? Are you making a check? Because I know I don't know that much, but I know he's had some personal issues and some financial issues and whatever. I'm not going to speak on that too much, but it's like, are you fighting for the check? Or are you fighting, to show everybody your talent and in a real way, to bring everything you got to the table? Because there's so many times, it's like, not so many, but there's many times where I've watched him where it does feel a little like a waste. It's like, how could you have all of those skills and just not really be doing as much as you should with them? And I think that it's not even every time he's lost, I think the Pacquiao fight, the fact that he would get through that fight and say, I won that fight, it's just like, you're not learning lessons as you go along. And he's fighting a lot of, top guys. He's fought Sean Porter, fought Maidana, fought Jesse Vargas. He's fought some killers, you know what I'm saying? And you would think that might be adding up and adding to his game, and he's learning. But I don't ever see that. It's like every time he gets in the ring, it's like there's this chance that he's going to fulfill, that potential that I think people thought he might 5-10 years ago. And it just has not come to be. And I'm not hating on him. I'm rooting for him. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him undercut his talent, because there's a lot of guys that don't have a lot of talent that make it. And there's a lot of guys that have talent that never get the fucking opportunities he got. So I'll be interested to see Adrien Broner come back next weekend. And hopefully, I don't really know much about the opponent, Jovanie Santiago, but I'm hoping that Broner's taking him really seriously and is taking himself really seriously. And I don't have any problem with him being an entertainer. You do what you got to do, get your money up. I don't really care about that, I think. But if it's like with Floyd. It's like the difference between Broner and Floyd is Floyd is flashy and 100% of the time backs it up in the ring, whereas Adrien hasn't. Adrien has had 5-second chances. So the flashiness is going to be interpreted differently. It just is. Because you're not invincibility is not the word, because obviously Floyd's not invincible, but you're the at least the air of like you're unbeatable. It's not there. You're definitely very beatable at a certain level. And I just think that he's got a lot to prove in this fight. If he wants to be a serious contender, he does and has always had the talent to do it. It's just a matter of, does he want to do it? He has the most access in the fucking world to the best equipment, the best training, everything. The kid has what you need. So if he can't get it done, it's a fucking waste. That's all I'm saying. And I hope he has a good performance.